Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with my review of Scary Stories for Wild Eye Week. Scary Stories is a 2018 documentary directed by Cody Merrick. This DVD was distributed by Wild Eye Releasing. This documentary tells the story of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books from the late 80s and early 90s. They were written by Alvin Schwartz, based on folklore, and illustrated by Stephen Gamble. You've all read them, or have at least seen the movie based on them. Most of you, anyway. They were some of the most widely banned, or at least considered most dangerous books of their time. Although targeted at elementary school level readers, many parents believed the books were not age appropriate. The first parent who attempted to have the Scary Stories books removed from the school library appears in this documentary. Author Alvin Schwartz sadly died within 10 years of the book's release, but some of his family members are present, including his estranged son, Peter. This documentary delves a bit into the family and professional life of Alvin Schwartz. Fellow youth horror authors are also interviewed, including R.L. Stine, the writer of the Goosebumps books. Historians, musicians, and even fans of the books supply us with their input. There's a great segment of the documentary that focuses on art inspired by them. From photographs, to paintings, to sculptures, to body art in the form of tattoos. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark had and still has a very passionate fan base. There is also a section of this film when some of the stories are retold. There is some awesome animation throughout and a lot of references to Halloween. After all, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark are great books to read during the Halloween season. I also really enjoyed the historical references of the folklore that inspired the stories. This proved to be useful information for those who tried protecting the books from being banned in the 90s. This was actually a really significant time in literature censorship. The world had seen it before with comic books, especially the EC comics of the 1950s. And then, of course, there was book burning, like Fahrenheit 451. The Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark situation was another example of angry parents trying to tell other parents what their kids should be allowed to read. There are so many parallels, even in today's culture. This documentary was highly informative, and even if you haven't read the Scary Stories books or seen the movie, I think horror fans, or documentary fans in general, will enjoy it. Although it's the specific topic, it doesn't only refer to the Scary Stories books. It does reference horror in general. The documentary closes with a meeting between two people, which I won't spoil. I thought it was a great send-off to a great documentary. It was important for me to review this one during Wild Eye Week because I know a lot of people think of Wild Eye Releasing as a company that releases low-budget independent horror movies. And of course, they do. But there is so much more than that. Wild Eye's film catalog contains movies from all genres. Documentaries like this one, action films, sci-fi, even comedy. Wild Eye Releasing has so much to offer, and big shout out to them for releasing Scary Stories. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. There's just one more review left for Wild Eye Week, but I promise it's a good one. Check back tomorrow to see what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.